All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. This is another video of us just tearing down the car, kind of getting it back to a spot where we can at least tolerate it. Unfortunately, like you guys saw in the last video, the door card itself we couldn't save because whoever did this last time actually took all the leather underneath this off. So I am gonna have to either get a new skin or a whole new door card. Haven't really decided what I want to do yet. I need to call Nissan and see what the pricing on that is. I believe it's pretty reasonable, but there is also the GTR tax that everyone always talks about. But for now, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna remove this sticker and we're gonna go ahead and throw it back on the car right after that.
Look at that. No air bubble, nothing. Just one fell swoop of the squeegee.
So Roberta's over here. She's putting some blue tint on her fog lights. We're going over here and we're just gonna start removing the stickers. Like I said, I don't think we're really gonna need the heat gun for it. It's just gonna pull right up. It's a really cheap sticker. I don't really know why they decided to go so cheap with this, considering it's like one of the biggest parts of the car that the person driving will see. But I mean, it pulls right off. Super easy. It's actually kind of a cool little sticker, and I wish I could keep it, but it's not very tacky anymore. So we'll just put it to the side and continue on with all the lettering here. It's just coming off like it's nothing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what kind of material this is, but I'm actually very happy that it's so cheap. Makes my life way easier. You can actually see right here the official number. That had already started to come off before I even touched it. So I don't think this is going to be much of a process to watch. So I'll get all these off and get back with you guys afterwards. And just like that, the stickers are gone. This is actually ready to go back on the car, and we will move on to something else after that. All right, so the door card is back on. Still got to clean up this right here and that right there, but we're gonna go ahead and throw this pad back on, and that'll be the last touch to actually get this door to the point where we can reuse it. My wife popped this off in a rush, so I'm not exactly sure how it goes back in, but it should just clip right in just like that. Perfect. That's back in, and we will call that door card good for now, and we will move on to the interior. So there's quite a few things that we can do, but I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna focus on getting the rest of the wrapped pieces out and a bunch of the stickers out here and the stickers off of that side as well. And then maybe the door over there, the speaker. Going from there, we got so many more options. So we just took off this piece here. This was just the ventilation ring right there. This piece already had a couple of broken clips from the last time. I was kind of wondering why it sat funny, but you can see where it was right over there. So I guess we're gonna have to try to maybe fix that or order a new one at some point. But for now, we'll just unwrap it, pop it back on with the clips that exist. The same thing goes for this one right here. We're just gonna slide this underneath it, pop it out, and then it should pop out pretty easily after that. These clips are really fragile, so I always like to be a little bit careful, but you gotta have to force them just a little bit, and voila. See if any of these clips are broken. This one here is a little bit, as you can see, but other than that, the rest of them look pretty good. So we'll get these unwrapped and throw them back on, and then maybe move on to this piece here and get all these stickers off. All right, clips are going back on. Super easy. Just take it, line it up a little bit, snap it right back in. Just like that. Ta-da. Looks way better than the yellow did. Holy crap. Let's get the other side on too. That both pieces are back on. We're actually gonna move on to this dash piece right here with the Slim Jim holders. This is the one piece that everyone's asked me to keep in the car, but it's also one of the worst parts of the car, so I'm definitely not gonna do that. But taking a look at it, I popped the glove box open, and it looks like under here and right here, there's two screws that are holding this piece on. And then I'm assuming there's a couple of pop clips that are just holding it in up here. So you're gonna find out with me, but I'm really hoping that that is all that's holding this in, and that the leather is underneath this piece at least. And I removed the glove box, only to find out that I didn't need to do any of that, and you can pretty much just grab onto this thing, pull, and it'll pop right out. So if baby, if you want to give me a little bit of a hand, yeah, there it goes. Pop clips for the win. Thanks, Nissan. That was super easy. I got one more Slim Jim in there, and that'll be the last one to ever come out of it.
Yes, please.
All right, well, let's see if the leather is underneath this piece, and I really hope it is, because I don't want to have to replace this. All right, so we're bringing this over to the workbench again, and we're just going to start pulling up the same way that we did with the other ones. And the original leather is underneath this one. You can see all the adhesive that's all over it, but thank God the original leather is underneath this, and I don't have to replace this whole piece, because I have no idea if that's even available. Pulling this up, they used so much adhesive on this piece. It is absolutely disgusting. Look at it just peeling away in strips. Oh, it's going to be so much fun to clean all this up. So some of the pieces, it looks like some of like the almost glossiness of the leather is kind of taken with the adhesive. I'm not really sure what we're going to do to remedy that. We're going to talk to the detailer that actually works here at Seacoast Cars and Coffee and see if he has anything to do it, but I think it's kind of an unavoidable repercussion of what's happened here. So we'll just continue on with this, and hopefully somebody knows something to rejuvenate the leather and kind of bring it back to life. But this one's coming off somewhat easy compared to the other ones. The edges aren't as glued down on the bottom, but they did use a ton of adhesive on the inside, which is kind of odd that they do it the way they did it, but it's coming off okay. I'll just peel it up here. Oh man, there's a lot of adhesive on this end. This side's not coming up so easy. I spoke too soon.
You can hear it.
You can hear it just freaking away. But that is also a lot of the adhesive coming with it, which is nice. There it is. Get the corner here. The corners are the things that I'm worried the most about, because the corners can just end up pulling the rest of the leather with it very, very easily. There's that. Get this piece out. They didn't use any staples on this side. Not really sure why, but they didn't use any staples on this piece. Some of them have a million, some of them have none. The corner, yeah, see how the leather is starting to pull with the material there. So I just need to peel that away, make sure that that stays, and then peel the corner away from that as well. Just like that. That means the leather isn't going to go with it. And that corner as well, all good. So moving up to the top, peel the rest of that away. Perfect. All right, so now we can move on to the front of it. Peel that away. Yeah, a little bit of adhesive, but no more Slim Jim holder. And there's some of that original leather. It feels a lot better than that stuff does. And I'm gonna have to just clean this up a little bit and put this back in the car. All right, well, there it is. She is completely off. If anybody wants this, let me know. It's a piece of, I guess, Slim Jim history, and I guess if you really want to stretch it, WWE history, because a bunch of wrestlers also saw this and probably laughed at it. But I got all these pieces over here. I just steam cleaned them up, and oh my God, do they look so much better. If you look really close, you can see it a little bit here. Some of the adhesive has left some staining on there. I'll try to figure out if there's a way to actually clean that up. But from this point on, I am very, very excited to put all of this back in and get rid of at least a little bit of the red in here. I'm going to have to end up taking off the entire center console just to get this section, and the other side off. And then we still have to do the whole back seat as well. I mean, we have all the yellow all over the sub, and that's going to be a project in itself. But from this point, I'm feeling pretty good. We're going to have the whole front end, except for the doors and these little sections right here, completely removed of all the red. So a nice little bit of progress. It's a lot more work than it may look like. It may seem like I've done absolutely nothing in this episode or the last 2 episodes, but trust me, this has been quite a few hours of work, and I am very, very happy. So I got that piece right there back in. I got the glove box back in. I have this piece for the center ready to go back in, but I decided to get to these 2 sections right here before I put everything back together, because this piece right here has to come out before that one can go back in. So I undid the bolt on the bottom, went right here, and this piece should pull right back. I believe there's a connector on the back side of that. So once I get that connector off, I'll get this piece completely out and get it stripped out. So I got these two sections ripped out. This is the one that goes right where the key would normally go on a car that's not push to start. And then this one right here that actually controls the windows. So it looks like these sections should come apart pretty easily. There's two bolts on the back of this, or two screws on the back of this that I need to take off just to get the actual leather piece isolated from the rest of it. And this piece I can just do all in one. So I'm gonna go ahead and start, and I'll let you guys know how it ends up. All right, so I got these two pieces completely done, put back together, ready to go back in the car. Here's the two covers that just came off. Looks so much better. I can't wait to get these in. I'll give you a little update once they're both in and how the entire interior looks, because I'm gonna throw everything back together at this point, and I will show you the transformation. Here it is. It looks like a brand new car comparatively. Holy shit. Gotta get rid of the yellow steering wheel still, but that just looks so much better. I cannot believe it. Just not having the yellow center, all the black back. Can't wait to get rid of this section right here. Just that being gone too. Oh. Next is that, the seats, and then the rear is going to be a little bit more work too, but there's always a lot to do with Speedy Meaty. And this is probably going to do it for this video. I don't really have a whole lot more I can do today, but if you guys want to see more of this, make sure you like, subscribe, and let me know what you're the most excited to see go. Or if you are actually upset about me taking this off. All right, peace out, guys.